My name is Dr. Juanita Mercer, and thank you so much for joining me today for powerful 31 days to self-accountability, where we ask ourselves 31 tough questions to make sure that we are using our power for good and that in every decision that we make, we're demonstrating our love for God and others. Today is day 11, and today's tough question is there a person better suited to do this? Have you ever wondered that? Like when someone comes and asks you, can you do this? Can you do that? You're thinking, gosh, why me? Like, is there someone else who can do it better? Right? Is there anyone else who even wants to do it? Am I the person best qualified to do this? And that's a valid question. Let's consider Moses. We know that God calls Moses to be his prophet, to go to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go. But God's first conversation with Moses didn't really go as well as it probably could have gone. God's conversation with Moses probably sounded a whole lot like his conversation with us, right? When he calls us to do something. But Moses' response was pretty valid. He was like, why me? Is there anybody else? I'm not even a good speaker. Is there someone better suited to do it? And he contests enough that God says, you know what? Fine. I will send your brother Aaron to go with you, but you're not off the hook completely. You still must go. And whereas Aaron will be the mouthpiece, you must be the one who represents me and tells him what to say as I tell you to say it. And so Moses couldn't get out of it. He was the person best suited to not only lead the Israelites out of Egypt, but he was also the best person to lead and guide the Israelites throughout the 40 years that they wandered in the wilderness before calling them into the promised land. But then there is the matter of the promised land. And God had determined that even though Moses had done remarkable things to lead God's people and to prepare them for the promised land, he was not the person best suited to lead them into it. He called Joshua instead. And so in this situation, Moses wasn't the person best suited. And sometimes it happens that way. And we can't get salty and say, why not me, right? In some circumstances, it's why me, and others is why not me. But in this situation, it was Joshua. And when God told Moses that Joshua was going to be the one to lead the Israelites into the promised land and to conquer that land, you know what else he told Moses to do? To anoint him, to support him, and to honor him in front of the leaders. And that's what we must do as well. If we find that we're not the person best suited to lead or to make a decision or to act or to be that voice, to be that guide, to be the one to take charge and to handle it or to do it, then we must trust the one God has chosen. And God is also saying to us to support them, to cheer them on, and to honor them before others. We don't have to be salty. We don't have to be jealous because we all have our call. We all have our assignment. Sometimes you'll be the person best suited for the job, and at other times you won't be. And that's okay. But it's so important that we're self accountable and stop and ask the question. That's it for today. Join me tomorrow for day 12. And remember, in everything you do and with everything you have, love God and love people. Goodbye.